Hello everybody! Today we're going to see how I draw day 21 of March of Robots. Just so you know, there's a coloring book that you can get through Amazon. Just follow the link in my description and you can get a coloring book to show me how you color to how I draw. Okay, sketching first and then Sharpie. So if you don't want to watch the sketch portion where I sketch the entire thing with a gray Copic marker, look in the description and you'll find a link that you can click on that will take you to the Sharpie portion of the video. I'll even include one for color. But for those of you that are going to stick around, I'm going to start off with a quick sketch for myself and get us going. Okay, a little different today. Well, I say that every time, right? The reason I say that is because I want to make it different every day. I want to do something that I haven't done before, but you know, it's tricky and I don't always pull it off. But that's why I almost, maybe it's a pep rally for myself. It's my own little I'm my own little hype man by saying let's do something different. Let's mix it up. But I'm doing the same thing. It's a robot every day. You know, how different can it get? But just kidding. We're definitely gonna try something. Well, we're gonna do something we haven't done before, and that's the whole point: is do something you haven't done before. So it's kind of a little redundant to say that, right? It's like it goes without saying, is what I'm trying to say. Let's see. Ooh, what if we do like this is a wing? You know, like it forms into the shape of a wing, like it flies. And whenever it's ready to go, that's what it does. It goes into flight mode. I like that. I like that a lot. Let's try to do that. Let's stick to flight mode. Flight mode McGillicuddy. That's his name. Right, and this arm we're gonna do. Ooh, my marker's dying. I wonder if it's gonna make it through March of Robots. Interesting. I mean, I know it's not that interesting. Some of you are like, we don't care. Just draw. Just be quiet and draw, old man. I get it. So we'll give him, like, here's his wing fingers, right? There we go. So I think that's good enough for the sketch. That basically places him where I need it, and then we can build off of that, because for the most part the detail will come about in the Sharpie. I don't need to worry about detail right now. So I say we welcome all the skippers and get going. Welcome skippers, welcome to the Sharpie portion of the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe because I do a different drawing every day. You can join along and have some fun. I'm going to be using a Sharpie fine point and a Sharpie pen, mostly the fine point, but a pen's a little finer than the fine point. You can find things that a fine point can't quite find. I've sketched the entire thing out. I've left enough that I can see where I'm going to go, but it's light enough that it won't show up through the Sharpie. And if you want to see more March of Robots, my brain just shut off. If you want to see more March of Robots, check out that playlist there, or just check out the playlist in general, because I do so many drawings that I may have already drawn what you're looking for. So I'm just going to jump right in and get going with the old robot round eye. That's what we always draw, right? I say it like it's a bad thing. I sound mad that I'm doing. It's like, here we go with the old robot round eye. Where I'm the one who's making it. I don't have to do it like that, you know? But that's what I did. That's where I'm going. So, yeah, let's just build. I already talked about it in the sketch portion, so I probably don't really need to talk about it again. I don't want to bore anybody. But yeah, that's the design, right? Not bad, not bad. is interesting because I didn't plan for certain parts, but it's kind of coming out a certain way that, oh, okay, well that looks like this and that looks like that. So let's do this and let's add this and let's maybe, you know, put one of these here. It's probably more detail than we even really need because a lot of that's just going to disappear, you know? It's like a lot of that is too... I used the word earlier, redundant, and you know, that's basically unnecessary information, right? A lot of this is redundant, that it's going to disappear as I do the sketch, or not really the sketch, but as I color it. Like, it's just, I'm not going to sit in there and hit that little thing or that little thing, but sometimes that helps with the overall design, the feel of what we're doing, you know? So I don't mind adding a little extra stuff like that. I have this arm bent, so I want to draw his inner housing, but this is kind of in front, or actually the way I have him turned, this is in front of his body. Like if this is his body, this is his arm. I've got him turned a little bit that the body is covered up by this arm, just slightly. I'm over exaggerating there. So I got to draw that first, and I'm going to come in here and just do that. And look, I turned it right there. That's not exactly what I had planned, but I turned it so I didn't accidentally draw through that, just to keep the composition a little interesting so it's not blurring into each other, because it has the potential to get too busy. Again, more details that may not be necessary, and even that, now that I'm looking at it, it didn't really cut through, but I was smart to do that to make sure I don't accidentally draw through important parts. I've got him kind of hunched over. Something like that. And for these inner workings, all the parts that are inside of his body, like inside the housing and stuff, usually I just do stuff like this just to kind of make it, yeah, it does something and it's all functional, but we can't quite see it all. And we don't have to draw every single little thing, but I do think that we should at least put something in there so it's mechanical, it's functionary, right? A lot of times we just house these things and we put them with this, like a big casing over it, so we never have to worry about that kind of stuff. But I think we should, just to make it believable, right? All right, and same thing, his neck would be in something, so we're gonna just do that. Like that's the hole that is fitting his neck inside there. But the way I have him shaped or placed, you can't quite see all that. So we're kind of getting away with drawing stuff we don't really have to see. Same thing for his arm here. I've got detail here I kind of don't here, so I'm just gonna kind of make up some, this is what would be here kind of stuff, you know? And again, I'm probably going too far, like I was saying before, redundant detail, but it's okay. It helps sell it, that that there's more to it and that it's actual functional. All right, and so the idea for me as I was sketching it out is that it's kind of like like almost like a I was going to call it a GoBot, but what is it? A transformer. That it transforms into like a plane. And so we don't know exactly what all this is, but we know that it does transform and fits together kind of thing, you know? So I can kind of get away with adding extra pieces like this. Or even like this, you know, that we're not too sure what that does, but we know it does something, right? And same thing, I'm gonna draw the tip of the wing like this. Probably a little, I should have done a little more round. Like that. But the whole point of it is that I kind of want to do it here, that I want it in, this is its hand. Like its fingers do this, but his hand, you know, becomes a blade. So I kind of want to say that there's the thumb kind of scenario, right? But you can't see because of the way it's this one is squished together like this. This one will do out just a little bit, okay? So that's why I did this first, so you get the idea of that's the wing, that's the blade. So over here, we're gonna do the same thing. We're just gonna kind of say that it goes, and again, I want to go through there, but I don't, because I don't want to mess up the silhouette. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring it like this. That's this side. Like that. And then I'll do like I did there. It's just some kind of inner workings that bend and turn and all that stuff. But, you know, we don't have to worry too much about. I'm going to try to do like I did over there, but you know, I can't worry too much about that. And again, there's more in there, but we're turned a little bit, so you can't quite see. So we'll just go ahead and just do like that. Like that's all you can see because of the angle that we're at with this one. So you can't even see those dips. That's how I'm kind of looking at it. All right, so some kind of crazy arm here. We're just gonna kind of do the same thing, just kind of bring it like that. We're gonna say that's the elbow. So I'm going to draw the disc that it turns on like that. And look, I even did a whole bunch of sketching, just like maybe there's wires and stuff like that, but I like it cleaner like this. Like again, it turns into some kind of, you know, some kind of GoBot. That's funny to me because it's not GoBots, right? It's Transformers. Well, I mean, GoBots was the thing, but nobody knows GoBots. Everybody knows Transformers. How did I have that? That would be more on the other side that you can't see it. So let's do one on this side. Right? So it's like on the back end. If it's right there, it's going to be right there on the arm, right? And let's build on this a little bit. Again, that whole, you know, we can't really explain it, so we don't have to. And look, I put it on the inside there, I gotta do it on the inside there, just to keep it consistent. All right, so this hand, like I said, I want it open just a little bit so it's not completely closed. So let's add some kind of weird wrist thing like we did there, some kind of who knows what, and add the, so I kind of want to do, let's see, like, yeah, let's do that. We're going to open the hand up. So I'm going to come back here, open this up like this, and come down. This one's going to, where it closes into its brothers, like that. Same thing. And then I'm gonna kind of, we'll say that's how it is. So it looks a little strange on this side, but just when it closes its hand, then it's one complete piece, right? But again, we just got to take into account that, well, it's supposed to fold into itself. You know, once it does, it'll be one complete piece. But again, it's just something new for us to draw, something different. All right, so for the body, we're going to add, let's add like Let's break it up. I didn't sketch this out, but I just saw it in my brain. In my brain, it was much better than that. But that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna add just some strange, high strangeness. Like, who knows what this is? Ooh, it's forming into a shape. I like it. I like it. Right? We don't know exactly why it's got that on there, but it does. And I want to do it over here too, but this leg is in front of it. So I need to add an attachment. So it's going to come back there. This is going to go through for like the spine type kind of thing. Again, I'm just kind of adding parts to see what sticks. Right? Some kind of strange spine, and then I'm gonna draw, let's draw the leg real fast. I want it like this. I want it to be boxy. I want it to be, again, like maybe it's some kind of wing. Maybe. It's not gonna make sense, right? Because it can't all be wings, but something like that. Okay, so now that I have that, I'm gonna connect some of this in here. Like this is just a little too by itself. Like it's gotta be connected by wires and all kinds of parts that put it together, and it's not just floating. Right? Now we'll say that's empty because that's where it attaches, but that gives me that edge. So now that I know where that is, what I want to do is I want to do this front part like this, like that, okay? And that let me put stuff in front. So now this that I wanted to add, this strange looking piece, can go behind that leg, right? That's the idea. Draw what's in front first, so when you draw what's behind, you're not accidentally drawing through anything. You know, you're making sense of it. So same thing, I'm going to draw some of this weird inside stuff. Most of this I just color black anyway, so I'm not too worried about it, but I just wanted to give it something so it's not just a big blank white open space, you know? So there's the leg. Let's do nothing too crazy for a knee. I just want, I sketched out something crazy over here, but I realized like, nah, keep it simple. Don't do anything over the top. Again, I'll do the inner workings on the inside in a second. I just want to draw, like if it's going to become a wing, like the solid pieces. Something like that. So now let's connect it. So we're gonna say it's some kind of circular something on the inside, right? Connected by parts. That can be that simple, that easy. And so this one, since it's circular on the inside, we can't really see it. All we're gonna do is do that. And same thing there. And that will keep it inside and still a little mechanical. All right. Okay, so for the foot, nothing too crazy. We're just gonna draw, same thing, the old pivot foot. I like adding separate toes, that way it can actually bend. But you also gotta attach them. It's fine if they're pivots, it's fine if they're separate, but you gotta attach them, right? Okay, so same thing, we'll just do something like this. Say that's inside, and we can't really see it anyway, so no big deal. Alright, so for this foot, it's pointed at you more, so again, it's just kind of some strange craziness in there. Circle, circle. And the toes are separate, but here, not so much. And because they're just kind of in front of each other, right? And let's give it one and a bunch of toes. So in other words, like a big mass of toes. Right? Now, like that. So same thing, it's floating, but it's in front of each other. So you really don't see all the attachments because of how different it's set. And you can't see also the way that it's attached because of what's in front of itself. So there, I say we take care of the rest with color. So for March of Robots, that is day 21 of March of Robots.
So here's how I colored it. Tell me what you think in the comments below, or show me what you did in our Discord group. Just have fun and make it your own, because remember, this is how I draw. You draw how you draw, and we'll meet somewhere in between. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more adventures with How I Draw. Plus, don't forget to hit that notification button for new videos.